one of the lines in the Lord's Prayer says that forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And this just goes to tell us that as long as we are in this realm called earth, people will trespass against us, people would hurt us, people would offend us. And but as believers, we're expected to extend grace to people, and grace is not an excuse for bad behavior. I mean, if we look at it from the concept of scriptures, grace actually teaches us to say no to every ungodliness. So for everyone who receives grace, it breaks them, makes them feel unworthy of the love received, and because they feel unworthy, they also extend, they just feel like the least they can do is just be good to this person, and that's what God expects from us to Him. And so if I bring that down to we humans, our relationships with one another, extending grace to people is not an excuse for bad behavior. I came up with 3 things that can help you to learn how to forgive easily, learn how to extend grace to people. First of all, that person that you don't like, that person who has offended you, that person who has hurt you, Jesus loves the person just as much as He loves you. So that alone gives you that mindset that if this person is redeemable before God, who am I to just cast them and think that they are bad, they are evil? There is no evil person that God does not see the possibility of good coming out of them. So we have to also think in that light. Secondly, you have to ask yourself, was this hurt intentional? So nobody in their right senses would scheme to hurt people. Of course, there are people like that, but that's like an exception. So usually when people offend us, it's not intentional. They didn't mean it. It just happened. I always love to say if people knew better, they would do better. So when you think about it that way, you can find it easy to just extend that grace to them. And finally is sometimes you need to learn to take your eyes off what people have done and fix your gaze on what they are doing to make up for what they've done. Some people will go out of their way just to let you know that they're truly sorry. But sometimes let what they are doing to show that they are sorry be your motivation to extend grace. However, after all of this, are there people that would literally scheme to intentionally hurt others? Yes. And are there people that will never be accountable for what they've done and be sorry? Yes. In all of this, you see that first point, the fact that they are loved by God, let that one be your final motivation, just in case you don't meet people in the other 2 categories. And like I said, extending grace is not an excuse for bad behavior. Anything that would affect your mental health, your emotional well-being, and your self-esteem is not healthy for you. So I hope that this helped somebody. I don't know. You're welcome. Bye.